everyone, it's Christine Hyatt, your personal tour guide to great cheese photography through cheesephotography101.com. And I'm here today to talk about my very favorite image editing software, and it is called Adobe Lightroom, and I use it all the time. And honestly, it's such a powerful program. It imports and manages and edits and shares your images out into the world. It can make slideshows and do prints and books and all sorts of great things, and it's super efficient. So I just want to give you a really brief overview because it is one of the things that we're going to be using in the Cheese Photography 101 course, which starts September 8th. And I just want to show you how powerful this program is for your images. So I have a series down here of 4 images. I'm going to select these images by clicking Shift and clicking the final image. I'm going to come right over here. I'm going to go from sync to auto sync. And what this allows me to do is to apply a change to one image and ripple it across all of the images. So you really can quickly improve your images with just a few keystrokes. And I'm here in the develop module, by the way. So if you're in Lightroom and your toolbars look different, that's probably why. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to boost the exposure just a wee little bit, and probably 20.25%. You see how it just brightens it up a little bit. I want to reduce my highlights just a little bit so that I can keep some of that detail in the cheese right there. What I'm going to do now is push contrast, and I'm going to take that up, bump it up just by about 8. And also on clarity, bump that up to like 8 or 9. And what this does is just gently boosts both the contrast and the clarity of your image. And it is rippling across. If you come over here, you'll see that when I click through to this next image, it looks very similar, but you can see there's a little bit of a white bounce on the paste here. This is the first image, and then I added a bounce card, a white bounce card, and added a little bit more. It also, all those changes have also come over here to this next image. You see all the changes right there. This image is an F9. It's a deeper depth of field. You can see how that background is more clear, and in focus, here's the one previous, that's 5.6. So it's just a little bit of a change in your aperture, but it certainly does make a big difference in image to image. And this one does have a little bit of white bounce, and then my final image here has a bit of silver bounce, and you can kind of see, ooh, that's just a little bit brighter and more energetic. So definitely, take a look at these images all together here, and if you find one that you really like, I'm going to select them all and I'm going to push N, and what this does is it just brings them up and shows you side by side. If there's a particular image here that really draws you and appeals to you, keep that in mind, and when you're doing your own photography, try and mimic that. Is it a medium depth of field? Is it a deeper depth of field? Do you like the bounce? Do you not like the bounce? Get to know the images that you like, and you'll be ahead of the game when you're ready to take your own images. So I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to come back over here to the develop module, and I am going to select just one image, and I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to say create virtual copy. There it is. And what I want to show you is just a quick keystroke that's going to improve your image with just one button. So I'm going to take this image, it's an exact duplicate of this one here, and I'm going to say reset. Okay, and that takes my image back to exactly how it came out of camera. Now I wanted to show you the difference. It's pretty subtle, but definitely you can see this image draws you in just a little bit more, looks a little more polished, and has a little more oomph from the original. But I want to show you this over here in general presets. They come with Lightroom. All you have to do is select your image and hit this little button called punch. Oh my goodness, look at that. So it definitely really draws it out. This is the image that we just edited, and this is the one with punch, and I think that's pretty sweet. Another setting that I use quite a bit, I'm going to reset this back to the basics, and I'm going to say medium contrast curve. And that just really makes everything just a little bit sharper, and I just love that look. So again, first image that we edited, it's very subtle and I think looks very natural, but definitely is different than the original. Here's that medium contrast curve. Isn't that amazing? So again, super simple, super subtle, but definitely will make your images pop. I hope that you will be intrigued by this little demonstration of the power and simplicity of Lightroom, and that you'll consider joining me in Cheese Photography 101, and we will cover photography fundamentals. We will get you really comfortable with your camera, the photography workflow, propping and food styling, and then all the way through image editing and exporting out into the world. It is going to be awesome, and I hope you will join me. Classes start September 8th. And if you want to know more, visit cheesephotography101.com. I'm Christine Hyatt, the Cheese Chick of Cheese Chick Productions, and your personal tour guide to great cheese photography.